Cutting off or threatening to cut off a friend or a family member who is struggling to leave an abusive relationship generally does not help them to leave any sooner. In fact, it can often have the opposite effect. My name is Jessica Payne, and I'm a licensed therapist specializing in recovery from psychologically abusive relationships, especially those where the abusive partner was high in dark triad or vulnerable dark triad traits. So, the thought process that goes into this is often pretty logical. A lot of times, people feel like they do not want to enable a loved one to stay in a relationship where they're being abused, which is completely understandable, and I get that that comes from a good place. The problem is that a lot of times, people have a lot of ambivalence about leaving. They're very afraid to leave. A lot of times there's financial control going on, or they're afraid of what the person might do to retaliate, how it will affect their children, what might happen in court. It is a complicated process. And while it might seem crystal clear looking in from the outside that the relationship is damaging and that the person is eventually going to have to leave, it might not feel that way to them. And if you pull out that support from them, that emotional support where you're listening to them or talking to them or helping them to process through what they've gone through, a lot of times this actually isolates them further and pushes them closer to the abusive partner and makes them feel like they don't have anyone else. They don't have any way out. I'm not suggesting that you encourage them to stay in the relationship or that you lie to them about what you are seeing. I'm not saying that you have to approve of the relationship. What I am saying is that you want them to know that they have people outside of the relationship who care about them, who will be there for them. Think about it this way. Have you ever had to make a really big decision where you were unsure on the best course of action, and then you went and you talked to friends or family members about it? Think about how helpful that can be to process through your ambivalence with someone else. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to make a decision right away, but probably it would shut you down pretty quickly and just make you feel unsafe to talk to someone if someone became really angry and threatening if you didn't choose to take the path that they thought was correct. It's okay to set boundaries with your energy, and it's okay to tell the person that what you're seeing is abuse and that you think that they should leave. But please do not try to control them with threats.